And look, I'm going to say it, when it comes to these hospitals, when it comes to racist Caucasian people, I see right through them. So that's the reason why I make these videos, to bring awareness to my people. And this story really hurt me, because if you have a daughter, if you have a girlfriend, wife, you have a little sister, you don't want to see them go through this. You don't want to see their lives change like this. And in Alabama, it's some shady stuff going on. So today and tomorrow, we calling them out. But in the meantime, let's get right into this article. This article is by WAFF48. It was published February the 20th, 2025 at 8:14 a.m. Madison woman recovering after losing hands and feet from sepsis. And I didn't know what sepsis was, so I looked it up. Sepsis is a life-threatening condition that occurs when the body's immune system overreacts to an infection. It can be caused by bacterial, viral, or fungal infections. And then I used my common sense. I said, okay, did she come into the hospital with this infection, or did she get this infection because of the hospital? In December 2024, a 24-year-old Madison woman faced life-altering complications from sepsis at a local hospital. These complications resulted in both of her hands and feet being amputated. Celeste Bradley is working every day to recover from that illness. Bradley is currently doing physical therapy and occupational therapy in Birmingham. And then I noticed something in all the videos I watched about this story, in all the articles I read about this story. Not one time was the hospital mentioned. They didn't name the hospital at all. They didn't name none of the doctors that actually worked on her. They named nothing. And then I said, wait, let me see what the race demo is in Madison, Alabama. And I saw this. 63.5% white, 24.3% black, and that told me everything I needed to know. She is also trying to get back the use of her hands and legs with prosthetics. Jamila Anderson, a family friend, said Bradley is staying positive through these trying times. Bradley graduated from Alabama A&M University in 2023 and works as a speech pathologist at the Achievement Pediatric Therapies in Hartselle. Anderson says Bradley has a passion for working with children, but due to her recovery, she has not been able to work. And look, shout out to Jamila Anderson, her friend. Thank you for being a real friend through real times. And look, like I told y'all earlier, I don't trust these racist Caucasian people. So I said, wait, she's a speech pathologist. And I'm like, okay, do they use their hands or anything to help these kids? And then I found this. Yes, speech pathologists frequently use their hands a lot during teaching, relying heavily on gestures and visual cues to aid communication, especially when working with children who may not have developed strong verbal skills or learning new skills. It can include using hand movements to represent objects, actions, or specific speech sounds. And see, in her profession, her limbs, her hands and feet are important. And I told y'all about that movie Get Out. And a lot of y'all gonna say, oh, you reaching, that's not what this is. But look, did it look like this woman needed her limbs amputated? Or did the hospital make a mistake? Did they cause this infection? I'm gonna tell y'all, when it comes to these people, you have to question everything, because if you don't, they'll keep getting away with it. And the reason is I did so many videos about black women going into labor and being unalived on purpose, and those doctors being able to still work at that hospital because nobody even talking about this. And the family has to suffer. The husband, the boyfriend has to suffer. He has to now raise their kids alone. So that's why I have to talk about stuff like this, because people ain't thinking about that family. When that woman dies or they get hurt because of these hospitals, people not thinking about the aftermath that goes on. And look, by now, y'all know me. Y'all know I love to do research and go down a rabbit hole. Check this out. Just like C-sections in hospitals, a doctor's fee for an amputation can vary based on the complexity of the procedure and the surgeon's expertise. The amputation can range from $20,000 to $60,000 in the US. So instead of them giving you other ways to heal, they go straight to the amputation just so they can get paid more money, just like C-sections. A lot of these women in hospitals, They don't need a C-section. They can do it the natural way. But the doctors get paid more. And the same thing happened with amputations. And then things really start to make sense. Check this out. According to research, Black women are disproportionately affected by sepsis, experiencing a high incidence of severe sepsis compared to white women. Studies consistently show racial disparities in sepsis rates, with Black individuals having a higher risk than other races. And like I said earlier, everything with these racist Caucasian people, with these racist institutions is strategic. They do everything on purpose. You think it's a coincidence that Black women lead everything when it comes to death in hospital? You think that's a coincidence? With these people, it's all about money. And I notice they always attack our people that can change our community. This woman was helping kids. She can change our community. And guess what they did? By her using her hands to help these kids, they took her limbs away. They did this on purpose. It's not a coincidence. So hopefully Miss Bradley doesn't let this keep her down, doesn't let these roadblocks get in her way, because she has a calling. She loves doing what she do. And like I say, I love making these videos so our people can see they're not alone, that the world sees what's going on in these hospitals, even in Alabama. So I'm going to put the link to her GoFundMe in my description. And look, I'm going to say this. I really hope that family sues that hospital, because it's some strange things going on in Alabama. And like I said, tomorrow, I'm really going in. And look, I'm going to keep telling y'all, when it comes to the cops, when it comes to the DA, when it comes to the judges, when it comes to the lawyers, when it comes to the local newspapers, when it comes to the people who work at the hotels, the restaurants, in these places, everybody is on the same team. The doctors, the nurses, they all on the same team when it comes against our people. Notice in that article, not one time did you hear them say the name of the hospital. Now, one time did you hear them say the name of the doctors and the nurses that worked on her? Not one time. But when it comes to us, when we commit a crime, when they send us to jail and they want answers, what they do? They blast your mugshot all over Facebook. You all over TikTok. People doing stories about you. Look what happened to a little baby. Everybody talking about him. They don't know nothing. They don't know what's going on. They don't know if he still rivals with some people. They don't know. But they're going to have your people talking down on you. That's what it is. That's what they do. But when it comes to them, they love to hide information. They love to be strategic because they don't want to get sued. So that's why I say, I hope this family really sues them, because tomorrow we really going in. I'm going to show y'all the dirt, the darkness, what they doing in Alabama. Because for many years, they've been getting away with putting us on the media, putting us on the news, making us look like we the bad people, when they the ones who created this. The racist Caucasian, their community, are the ones who created the ghettos, the projects, all this stuff. But they have us looking like we the bad guys. No, y'all dropped the guns off in the hood. Y'all started all this BS, and these are the results. So tomorrow, I'm really going in. I'm out.